Atoms should collapse. In a tenth of a nanosecond, the textbook solar system atom would have spiraled into oblivion. Yet here you are. I am Avatar Maxwell, and this is Circuit Reality. Stay with me. You will see the scanning tunneling microscope images of fuzzy standing wave clouds and learn why electrons leap between exact energy rungs.
Remember that diagram from 7th grade? Little spheres circling a nucleus like planets around the sun. That image is in every textbook. It's wrong. Completely wrong. If electrons actually orbited, they'd be accelerating constantly. Any accelerating charge radiates energy. That's just basic electromagnetic theory. An orbit is acceleration even if you're going in a circle. So the electron loses energy, spirals inward, crashes into the nucleus. The whole atom collapses in a tenth of a nanosecond. Every atom would do this. You wouldn't be here. The electron isn't circling anything. It's a probability cloud, a standing wave, kind of. It exists in multiple places at once until you measure it. I know how that sounds. The electron doesn't have a position until you look. Not that it's hiding somewhere and we just don't know where. It's actually smeared across space. Distributed, this part still makes my head hurt. We've photographed this. Scanning tunneling microscopes can image the probability clouds directly. They look exactly like the math predicted. Fuzzy, lobed. Nothing like a tiny solar system. Electrons only exist at specific energy levels, not between them. They jump from one level to another instantly. No gradual transition. They just blink out of one place and appear in another. Why only certain levels? Electrons are standing waves. Standing waves only fit at specific frequencies. A guitar string can only vibrate at certain notes. Same principle. When an electron drops to a lower level, it spits out a photon. The energy difference determines the color. That's why neon signs glow the exact shade they do. The electrons are falling between specific rungs. Every element has its own energy level pattern, its own fingerprint. We've identified elements in stars billions of light years away just by looking at the colors they emit. Same physics. Most people think quantum mechanics is just weird physics for particle accelerators. It's the only reason chemistry works. Molecules wouldn't form without it. Chemical bonds are electrons existing in probability clouds that span multiple atoms. Shared wave functions. If electrons were just particles bouncing around, bonds couldn't form. No molecules, no life, semiconductors, lasers, MRI machines, solar panels. All of them exploit quantum electron behavior. Your phone has billions of transistors that only work because electrons can tunnel through barriers they shouldn't be able to cross. Nobody fully understands why quantum mechanics works. We have the math. The experiments confirm it to 15 decimal places. But why reality behaves this way? Still open. Feynman said, if you think you understand quantum mechanics, you don't understand quantum mechanics. He won the Nobel Prize for quantum electrodynamics. That should tell you something. The electron isn't a thing with a location. It's a pattern of probability, a mathematical object that becomes physical when you observe it. Reality at the smallest scale is stranger than our brains can really handle. We teach the Bohr model because it's simple. The truth is too weird for a first introduction. But the atom is. Nothing like those pictures. Nothing. Every solid object you've touched is mostly empty space, held together by probability clouds that don't have definite positions. You're made of quantum uncertainty, and somehow that works.
You just learned that if electrons actually orbited, they'd spiral into the nucleus in a tenth of a nanosecond, and that scanning tunneling microscopes have photographed those fuzzy probability clouds. Next, we'll chase the deeper puzzle, why the math matches experiments to 15 decimal places but offers no satisfying why. Subscribe to Circuit Reality. You're held together by probability, and that is the quiet miracle.